So the thing is here, first what we need to understand the workflow. That means the regularly we need to work with couple of teams. So exactly what are the teams you are going to work every day? So the first team is dev team. Okay, dev team. Okay, so as a DevOps engineer, regularly you need to work with these teams. Ma. So here regularly you need to work with the development team. So if somebody in interview, ma, must and should they'll ask the question, can you tell me what is your dev development team size? So you can give approximately we are working 200 people with the development team. So what is the size of your DevOps team? They might ask. So you should tell four or five. And if they ask the testing, you can give five. If they ask the production, you can give four. So this is the maximum size. I mean, if let's say, if the project is very big, so that time you can see here development team will be 500, 600 also. Then DevOps team also 10 plus that time. So the DevOps team is depending on the development team size. So some companies how they are working. If I go with some MNC companies, they are working with very big teams. So that time the development and the DevOps team also very big team. So if I go with the startup company, they have only one team. So that means they have only one person or two-person from the DevOps team. Development also five people or 10 people if it is a startup company. So this is the various team sizes as well as team structures in real time projects. So when it comes to the responsibilities, what are the roles and responsibilities basically DevOps engineers have, and then what exactly the regular task DevOps engineer is taking care. So regularly DevOps engineer main role is build, build, comma, deployment, comma, automation. Build, comma, deployment, comma, automation. So these are the areas regularly we need to work on. Build, deployment, automation. So these are the areas regularly, daily activities we are doing. So first of all, as a DevOps engineer, you must understand what is meant by build, and then why it is required. Then what is meant by deployment, why it is required. What is meant by automation, why it required. All these things you must understand. First thing, you must understand what is meant by build. So a build is nothing but creating the creating the package. Creating the package. So creating the package. So now what is the example of build? So example of build is dot jar file, comma, dot var file, comma, dot tr file, comma, dot rpm file. So these are build format, build format. So a build is nothing but creating the package. Now the next thing is deployment. So a deployment is nothing but deployment is nothing but installing the packages in remote servers. Next, automation. So for deployment example we are using Ansible playbooks. Next, automation. Writing the scripts in so these are the things which we are using. I'll give 2 minutes time to write these things. Later I'll explain. Can you make a note, guys? Teams, what are the teams we are going to work, and what is build, what is the deployment, what is the automation? Can you make a note? I'll explain. Let me know once you completed.
It's done, sir. Done from my end.
Completed?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
completed, Anand.
Please focus, guys. Exactly build. What exactly build? So I'll give the some examples. So here, exactly what we are doing. The build is nothing but usually Your developer is taking care of the build process. What exactly build they will do? I'll tell you. So let's say, let's say here, yes. So basically, this is the architecture of build. So this build is nothing but creating the packages. So for creating the packages, your input input is given by your development team. So input they are giving, developers can write the code in Java. Once they written the code in Java, they will push that code to some location. I'll tell you what is that location. After that, we are going to use some tools to packaging the code. Basically, this Java code. So the Java code they are giving in bulk of code. Bulk of code is nothing but, let's say, in your team, 200 developers are working. 200 developers, they written the code in format of Java. Once their development is completed, they will store their code in certain location. So that location, I'll tell you where they can store the source code. Using that source code, your DevOps engineer going to create a package. Basically, a build is nothing but create a package. That package format is, sometimes we are going to create .jar file. Sometimes we are going to create .war file. Sometimes we are going to create some tar file, ER file. So these are our package formats. Basically, you need to create a package the first step as a responsibility of your DevOps engineer. Once package is ready, then go ahead with the deployment. But input, what is the input for this packaging is Java code, which is developed by your developer. So once they developed the code, they need some area where they can store their source code. For that, we are using some tools. So they will store the source code inside SRC folder, as well as they will write pym.xml. What exactly this do, I'll tell you. So let's say here we have certain tools which I given. First DevOps tool, Git. Git I written in the Git. So what exactly this Git we are doing, I'll tell you. Okay. So in Git exactly what I am trying to explain is Git basically is a version control system tool used to store the source code. Okay. So basically Git is a version control system tool which we are using for store the source code. So basically every day once the developer developed their code, they are going to store some area. Some area is required to store the source code. Some area is nothing but version control system. Why we are calling as the version control system means basically here let's say consider this is the one storage area. Okay, maybe one guy will ask, instead of using this version control system tool, anyway you are going to use for storage only, then I will give you hard disk. You can store the code in hard disk also. But the difference between hard disk and version control system is, let's say if I have the hard disk, couple of people they are going to store. Let's say if someone deleted my files from hard disk, that time I cannot track the history. I cannot track the person who modified my code. So that's why I'm going to use version control system as the tool where I can track the data. Let's say if you see here, around in meeting, around persons, 29 persons joined here. You see 29 people joined in the meeting. Let's suppose 29 people today they written the code. Okay, they written the code. They written the code. End of the day, what they will do before they are leaving the office, they are going to store the code like this. Okay, they are going to store the code like this. Suddenly, tonight, one guy joined in the one guy went to the location. He modified some code. Now, what exactly our Git purpose is? Git always track the history. Who modified? What time he modified? What are the changes he did? What is the difference between yesterday file and today file? Everything you can see inside your Git. And also we are maintaining the versioning. Versioning is nothing but, today some people they are working on versioning 1.0. Tomorrow some people they are working on 2.0. Next year 6.0. Let's say one guy came, they are asking, sir, in 2020 year April you developed some code, I need that code, can you give me that code? Let's say if you are not maintaining proper versioning, very difficult to get the data from last year. So that's why what exactly we are doing, we are tracking the code using versioning. Under Git we are maintaining the proper versioning for the source code. Please remember one point here, Git and Maven, 80% of responsibility is your developer. Rest to 20% only your work. Exactly, your work will start from Jenkins, Git and Maven only for interview perspective. You are learning. If you go and start working in DevOps engineer, very less work you will get in Git and Maven. Very less. Even per month, one task or two tasks. Sometimes no task. But through Jenkins, regularly we need to work. But why exactly you are learning means in interview they'll expect, let's say, can you please explain your source code management? How you people are maintaining the source code? And can you please tell me what is your release strategy? Is it monthly release or is it is it yearly release or else is it quarterly release? Each and every time, whenever you are doing the release, what type of versioning you people are maintaining? These type of questions they'll ask in interview. That's why you need to focus on Git. Okay, na? Please remember, basically Git is a version control system tool where I can store the source code which is developed by development team. We are not responsible for modifying the source code. That is purely your developer will take care. As a DevOps engineer, my responsibility is creating the repositories, maintaining the branching strategy in Git. In-depth topics, I'll start tomorrow. What exactly Git, what type of work you are doing, what is the Git commands, all these things we will discuss tomorrow. But as of now, only demo I am giving what exactly work you are doing Git. Hope you understand. Let me know any issues in Git. If everyone are okay, we'll go ahead for Maven. What exactly Maven will do? Is it okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next, Maven. Basically, why Maven is required? What exactly work we are doing in Maven? Sir, simple example I'll tell you, sir. Let's suppose, sir. Let's suppose, let's suppose here you see, sir. One one example I'll show you. Okay. Now you see here some bundle is there. Okay. Maybe you can call it as the zip file. Correct, sir? Maybe people are calling as the zip file. Let's suppose I will show you exactly. Okay. Now I just pasted that zip file. Okay, na? So can you tell me what is the memory here? 17 MB. Let's suppose I am going to extract here. Okay. Can you tell me what is the memory here? 114 MB.
Yes.
Let's say correct. Then if you see this compressed file, but here the memory is 17 MB, then what is the difference? Because you are going to perform a bundle. A bundle is nothing but build. Build is nothing but packaging. A package is nothing but collection of different files. So I am doing compressing the source code. Let's suppose one developer, he developed 1 lakh line code. That 1 lakh line code I'm going to compress with a small package. Let's suppose if any other person, if they open that package, they cannot see the data because I'm going to encrypt the data. I'm going to bundle the data. If somebody they open the file, it will show you binary format. So that's the reason main advantage of build is it create a package. Once you created the package, nobody can understand that language. Nobody can understand the language. Only your system will understand. Only your system understand. So simple example, sir. I am using, let's say I am using one smartphone. Every time I used to get the updates. Let's say if I am using the Samsung phone, then Samsung people will release the package. That means I never see the code exactly what they written for this feature implementation. What exactly I am doing? I'm just installing that package. When I install that package, I can able to see the feature which is developed by Samsung people. But I cannot see the source code, what exactly logic they written. You got my point or not? So that's the reason what exactly I am trying to explain here is build we are using to convert the packaging. Once you convert the package, nobody can understand that package. Only you can install that package into your mission. When you install that package in your mission, then you will get the new feature. That's it. But you cannot see the code. Exactly build we are using for creating the package. Then how to do it build? Sir, one thing, sir. Let's say here I have some data. I want to compress. Then right click 7-zip. Can you tell me what is that 7-zip, sir? 7-zip is a software, sir. 7-zip you are using for compressor. Correct? Let's suppose
Yes, sir.
if I don't have that software, is it possible to compress that code, sir? Is it possible? No. No?
No.
Yes. That means this 7-zip software exactly it will do compress. It will do the compress. If I click that button, it will do performing the compressing. That means what I'm trying to explain, without 7-zip, I cannot build the package here. So that means this is the software to convert the zip file. The same way, Maven is a software, it convert the jar file or var file or zip file. But you cannot use the zip software for Java code, right? You cannot use that. It won't work. So that's why DevOps engineer implemented the technology, name it as the Maven. Maven is a build tool. Maven you are using for packaging the source code. Hope you understand. Any questions?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. So tomorrow I'll explain what is the deployment, what is CI/CD pipeline, and what is the cloud, where exactly you are using, sir. Is it okay?